Did I add the wizard to
Good.
combat?
Alrighty, I am ready.
Should I?
Sort of. Anyway.
I did not. Whoops.
Wait, did we roll? No, we did not roll.
I don't think we
No,
rolled.
I know.
For
I'm doing that now.
new initiative. I think everyone needs to do that now.
I wish I could see what the heck was going on. I'd do think the Oni. What's with the metal statue?
Those are
Those
those
are
are
our
the
friends.
constructs.
Cool.
You see.
Where'd those come
quickly
from?
go into act.
They're
Place.
back up.
Nice. I wasn't here last week, so well.
I do have a single first level spell remaining. Cool.
I
Exactly what that's gonna be.
Boom. Fire.
Huh.
I have nothing remaining.
I forgot to take off my freaking spells. I already have 2 remaining first. I already have 1 remaining third, and second hasn't been used.
Awesome. I actually got a decent initiative.
I was about to say, like, everyone can start rolling their initiative.
Yeah.
Even those of us who weren't there.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure everyone is here this time.
How
Yep.
the fuck?
The only person that's not
shitty
gonna
initiative?
the only person
Oh.
that's not gonna be here is Miyako.
God damn, Nick.
And then me.
I didn't want to take a turn anyways.
I'm gonna do it for fun. Hey, that's not terrible.
See what I get. Oh, I got a number.
Yeah, that's the number I got.
Why are you stealing the number, Joe? God.
Because I like numbers. Also, they do have a speed bonus, so don't worry about that. Or dexterity bonus, I should say.
Yeah, he could steal your number and it's still actually a different number.
I'm just gonna put the hunter shark as the old man, and the polar bear as the metal guys. Second one. That's not great.
Polar bots.
God damn it. When did OG become a kleptomaniac?
What?
No.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm stealing shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put my nature. That'll. That.
So,
Oh, there.
first things first, before actual combat begins, the last thing you guys see is the old man walking up with these big old automatons, and he is dressed in full white robes, long graying beard. And he's holding a staff with a gem on the tip. I'm just reiterating what I said last week. And excuse me, sorry. I know it's
Yummy.
horrible. It's not. It sucks. And as he's walking forward towards you guys, he starts glowing slightly, almost like he's radiating some kind of like magical aura from him. And as that aura like gets close to you guys, all of you regain all of your hit points. I don't know if anyone was down any.
Yay! I regained 4
We're all
hit
down a
points. But whatever.
Yeah.
Better than
There's one.
going in.
Sweet.
So how long would that take? What's 32 times 6?
72.
That
So
no.
No.
No, it's not.
64.
It is 192.
32.
192. Thank you.
Oh.
64.
32 times
Math
6?
is hard, you guys.
Whoa.
I thought it was
Math
like
is
30
indeed hard.
I thought it was
Yeah.
36 times 2.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, there. How?
Yeah. Okay. So that would be, well, obviously 32 rounds, but
Aye.
cool.
Where?
That's like 3 minutes.
Is H?
So, first of all, there are 100 Oni surrounding you guys, and 5 of the large automatons are coming up to the back area to where you guys are trying to go. I just want to see where all of you are positioned right now. Oh, Miyako is there. Whatever. I'll say that she didn't want to come.
Coming in with Yen, so if she wanted to stay
Yeah.
behind.
I'll say that she stayed behind. I know for a fact this guy is not here.
My bad.
Nope, you're fine.
Oh no, I rotated one of the robots by mistake.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Literally, it's so easy to do it.
I know,
Anyway.
I was just trying to zoom in.
Yeah, same. It's not easy. Excuse me.
Remember, control and left click and then move reshape the map thing so you can have an easier time
Yeah.
of.
I already have it resized to what I want it to be. So, Nala, there are a bunch of dudes around you. You
Yeah.
can swing at any one of them if you want.
I'm gonna move up.
Now, I am going to mention, like, the ones that you see on the map are not technically where they all are.
Yeah. well,
That is representing, like, a group of 10.
right.
And they're spread out in different areas.
I'm gonna attack all the ones from this group.
Okay.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith, by the way.
Okay.
Doesn't that also help anyone that's near you too?
No.
No.
Nope.
It's a self-spell. Does a
Which
17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. I'm about to do a lot of damage.
I forgot what ability that you have that lets you help.
Oh,
others
Aura
that
of
are near
Protection. Anyone within 10 feet of me gets +4 to their
Saving throws?
saving throws. And here's the other damage. Whenever it actually rolls it.
Yay, dice.
There we go.
That's a lot of damage.
Poisoned.
Yep. I'll roll to see if he saves from Constitution. He does not.
I don't think he does.
Great job.
So let's see. That's a 46 plus 13 points of damage. Yeah.
50.
59, yeah.
Cool.
That's
I'll keep that in
hilarious.
mind.
Rolled a lot of ones.
Just so you know, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be keeping everyone's health in mind, so don't worry about it. Literally, you guys can just keep swinging, and I'll tell you how many you end up killing. Oh, great. Goes down to Oni next.
Yeah, I
we-
did notice that we have a lot of people below the 15 count initiative.
Yep.
We're really
Yep.
good at initiative, you guys.
Yep.
I was tired.
So-
Okay.
First of all, the group in front of Nala is going to start to try and surround you
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
and take attacks on you.
Do it.
Okay.
Hit me.
And this is for Nala, not anyone else.
Oh.
Mhm.
I notice I don't see me.
Oh yeah, where's Dawsonville?
Did you forget to move your icon?
I went the other fucking way. Bye.
Where did he
Yeah.
go? Was he
See,
invisible?
Oh yeah, he was invisible.
Oh yeah, he's
right.
invisible.
Technically, yeah. I don't know how that works because
It
it
ran
took
out.
more than a minute. Yeah, no, it took. It's per combat, so I can redo it once it's my turn again. But till then,
Yeah.
I am skrizzled.
Skrizzle Manizzle. So they're actually going to do a cone of cold.
You.
Okay.
I don't. Okay, it's there. So you guys are gonna. I need you all to make, or not all, at least the people right next to Nala.
So Azor and Kaylin.
Azor. Yeah. No.
Save throw.
It would
What is
be Azor. Yeah, just Azor.
Oh, am I within 60 feet of them?
Great.
And Nala. Nala as
Yeah.
well.
Constitution
This is
save.
This is a
Yes,
spell,
save.
correct?
Hold
It is
up.
not.
Hold up. That'd be a 10
What?
total, because remember you had 4.
This
If
is
you're
not,
within
this is
10
not a
feet.
spell?
This is
Do
not
I
a
have
spell.
4?
Oh,
Or rather, it's not being utilized as a spell. It's just an instance, I guess.
It's instantaneous.
Do I add 4 to it as well, or no?
Why do you ask?
For knowledge or protection?
Yeah,
No.
if he's within 10 feet of me, he gets plus 4.
I think he was asking Phoenix.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
But I was asking Phoenix.
I only asked if it was a spell. I would counterspell it.
Mm,
If I was within 60 feet, I
think
would counterspell it.
you are within 60 feet. However, it doesn't have it's not a level spell, so you wouldn't be able to counter it. It's an effect that they have that they can do once per day.
Like a breath weapon.
It's like a breath
Right.
weapon. You can't
Okay.
counterspell a breath weapon.
Cool.
Okay.
However, have fun with this damage, guys.
No, thank you. Thank you. Bye.
I have to click and drag.
Hard
Herp derp.
pass.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
Half
both
of
you
that-
take 28 cold damage.
I get half of that because I'm resistant to cold.
There you go.
I did actually put in my
Uh,
resistances.
So that was the first group. We're gonna go on to the second group.
No, resistances are supposed to be
Say
somewhere.
that one goes for
Okay, well,
construct.
let's see.
Construct.
14? That's not bad.
You guys start moving towards construct.
Can you pass me that? Yeah.
You guys.
Just for a second.
you guys-
Just the bag.
That 10
No, no,
thing
no,
was a
no, no, no.
tidal wave.
Just the
Didn't
top bag.
Ellie, cast that?
Yeah. I know.
But I feel like she cast that the
So,
second we got here.
next one is going to be on Azor. He's going to be 3 attacks on you.
I just have to shift it around so I hit as many as I can.
Ow.
Nope. Hey, that just hits.
Yeah, look at that.
Nope.
Excuse me. Okay, so I'll do the damage for that. Yeah. Lucky bastard.
Hey.
So you take 8 damage. Few more. I'll say this one moves up a little bit more.
I'm
Just to be
below
on.
half.
Hey, okay. So, Dazriel, are you still invisible?
No, I wouldn't be.
Okay. This is an attack on you.
Not yet, anyway.
What's your AC?
22.
Cool.
Ooh.
That's a nat 1. Well, that's a 26, so I'm pretty sure that hits.
Actually, it's a 27. Thank you very much.
Totally.
No. Ah, my face.
You take 12 damage.
My face.
Yep.
Well, good thing you got healed earlier.
Should I?
Did you forget to clear out your wounds?
Nope. I'm at 12.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Everyone should be at full hit points if you
Yeah,
haven't been
we-
damaged yet.
Yeah.
Ellie, you are taking 6 attacks.
Ow.
First 3, I don't know if any of those hit you.
Well, good thing I haven't moved, so I have double. No. Thank you, fucking shield, because this would have been hurting me so much.
Yeah. What is your actual AC when it's not doubled?
15. So it's 30.
Okay. Cool. I don't even think they can hit you.
If you crit.
Well, yeah, they have to crit, but still, that's good.
All you see is this Ellie just
Um,
like fucking blocking.
ting 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 ting. I'll say one of them does another cold on Ellie and Dazriel. So I need both of you to make a con saves.
No, thank you.
And where's my con save? There's my con save.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yep. Dawes.
No, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So Dawes real save, so you take half damage from this.
14.
Down.
Cool.
All right.
A lot of damage.
All right. There's no way to add, right? You just have to do it yourself. Like I can't just be like +5 and then it like adds it to the wounds. I have to like add it to the wound number.
Yeah, you have to add it to the wound number. I don't know of any other
Wait a
way
minute.
to do it
Wait
that
a
way.
minute. Let me test something. Let me grab that number. Oh, you could grab the number and drag it to you? No, it doesn't.
You could probably drag the number into the wound.
No, you can't.
Definitely can. 'cause
Wait,
I
that's
just-
to me?
Yeah, I just.
What's
I know.
happening? Who's
No,
hurting me?
I just did that as a test. Yes, you can drag the number.
But it's half. So how do I?
Aw.
So,
There's a add it, I guess.
Kaylin, I don't know how to heal your wounds, but
Just
did not
delete
get hit.
38. She.
You could right click the thing and half value it. Right click the
Oh,
number
shit.
and half value. I just figured
yeah,
that.
look at that.
How do you do it? You drag it to the top?
Yup.
Oh,
Drag it
nice.
to where?
It doesn't do anything for me.
Did that work? No.
No, nothing's happening. Nothing's adding to me.
You have to drag the actual number on the actual thing and add it to your wound counter.
Oh, whoops.
That's what I've been doing, but it's not.
You guys added it to yourselves, by the way.
Yeah, I just did. The
Okay.
last one.
All right.
So-
Well, now.
You're not dead, so there's that.
Half of this.
As for Ellie, where is your health? Oh, you're all the way down there. All right. Well, that nat one.
There, I got it.
Yep, I saw it. Okay.
There.
So, next is Yen.
No.
Save me, Jeebus.
You know what? I'm going to move my tidal wave aiming.
Is there a
It
way I
does.
can get like a
Whoops,
bunch of them in a straight line?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Just basically tell me which ones you want to hit.
Let me see. I want to hit at least these
Back there.
3 over here.
Hey, Dodgerio, you might want to dodge.
I don't have.
Can I?
Your turn is supposed to be before mine.
Ellie's going
Wait.
last.
I'm
Wait,
literally.
dodge what?
Do you see that
Tidal
giant wave?
Use.
That giant radius of 3/10s. That's my projected attack. You might want to start running.
Oh, fuck.
Me, Gil.
Lol.
Now I'm going to cast this lovely spell.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. All right. That was the damage, or just the save number.
That's just a save. That's it.
Okay, I'm not gonna be rolling this 30 times, so I'll just do it.
I'm only doing the 3 that's over here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that'd be
I'm saying,
3.
like, those
That'd
are
be
group-
30.
Yeah, those are groups of.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
all groups of 10.
And what's
Oh.
the save?
Oh, 16.
Okay. Only one group makes it.
Okay.
I'll say it's the one furthest away from you.
Okay.
The rest take 24.
Great.
Yay, you did damage.
Yeah. And that.
Azor.
the end of my turn.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the guy that my arrow's pointed to with my spear. Throw it at
Do it.
him.
Okay.
Actions. Okay, so that's So 24 plus 8 is 32 damage to that guy.
Cool, cool.
And then I pull the spear back, bonus action.
Okay.
And there's no thing. Alright, hopefully I pull it back. Athletics check.
Yep. Just barely.
Alright, and then I'll attack the guy next.
Okay.
Just a regular stabbing attack.
Stabby stab. That'll hit.
Okay. And then... Hey.
Hey, look, damage. Nice.
Oh, it's not doing the magic damage. Is it? No, wait, yeah, it is.
No, it is.
Yeah.
That's what the bonus is.
Yeah, okay. And that's my turn. So that's all I can do.
Polar bears.
Polar bears?
Yep.
Robots.
Oh.
Giant metal machines.
Oh, that sounds like a polar bear.
So he's gonna
Yeah,
go
totally.
over here. He's gonna go up here. He's gonna actually. I'm gonna try and get him past that one. Cool. Cool. Okay. They're all gonna make their attacks. I believe it's yes, it is. Nice. You guys aren't gonna see the bonuses. I gotta do this 4 more times. Miss. That's a natural 20. Nice. So only one of them hits, but you do get to see their damage. 1, 2, 3.
4. I declare a thumb. 4.
I'm trying to remember how to do math. Yeah. Okay.
You put your right hand in. Put your right hand. In,
That's a really good number.
and you shake it out.
That pretty much.
For 4d10, yeah, that's really good.
Yes, I.
And that's only one of their attacks. Another attack.
Oh.
That's a hit. That's a hit, and that's a hit. Nice. So I have 3 hits. Cool. Second one. That was really good. Also really
Somebody
good.
is very, very close to dying.
No, these are all different automatons killing other things.
So it's on our side.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Why, it was assumed that they're with the
Yep.
tower.
Dazriel.
Alright, guys, heavy hitter coming through. Alright?
Daz, you might want to get out of the way.
Heavy hitter coming through. Alright? So, bonus action, greater ring to go poof.
Yeah.
Is now invisible.
Yep.
You said each token. I'm gonna stand where I want. All right. You said each token was
It's fine.
10.
Yeah. Each
So-
token is worth 10 Oni.
All right. Then whichever one is closest to me.
Okay.
I guess whichever one's closest, I'll take.
Yeah,
my,
That's fine.
my
I know
first
which one
attack.
that is. Make your attack, Broham.
Did I give? No, I didn't. Whatever. Oh, I'm invisible, so that would be at advantage.
Yeah.
You know.
Either way, it would have hit.
So it takes that plus that. It has no reaction. And using my metagame knowledge.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I won't be. So I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay.
Apparently, when I said Ellie shouts out back up, apparently,
You don't
no,
have a
'cause
turn yet.
You can't do that off of your turn. You can communicate with people on their turn, but you cannot do that off your turn. Like, if someone asks you a question, you can respond.
I'll move, but again, it's not. You didn't tell me, so it doesn't make sense.
That's fine.
Actually, you know what? I'm moving to get out of here, right? Because that's, we have an army.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. I guess I would be cut off up front because there's 2 Oni things over there. So I'll just be there.
Yep.
Invisible.
Quote unquote 2.
Or there's 20 in front of the path.
Yeah, I know.
2 tokens of 10.
I'm just like behind the giant golden dragon,
Yep.
waiting for her to get smacked so
Hey,
I can
Kayla.
catch a golden scale.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Is the guy right below me close enough to me to make me have disadvantage?
No.
My bow. Okay, cool. I couldn't quite tell if he was within.
I like how the hunter shark is now there and above Ellie's.
That represents the mage guy.
Ah, okay.
There. Okay. I am going to attack the one that was in between Azor and Daz. Let's see if I can get this thing to work.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked.
Cool, dude.
Let's hit him with this guy. No, we're getting swarmed, so I just do this.
That's an extra 20.
That'll definitely work.
Yeah.
They all die.
Everyone dies.
Rocks fall.
I like that basic bitch arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She shoots one in the eye, and it trips all of them. They all tripped on their swords.
Cool. That's damage.
Okay, and then is that wound accurate on Dazriel?
Oh yeah, I've taken.
Oh
a million
yeah.
damage.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can't see him though. That's the problem. He's in.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
healing
invisible.
word, I don't have to see him. He just has to heal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I will shoot him a healing word. Where did that go? Oh, it's still in actions.
Now, how does that work? Can I All right, let's see. Now, can I do this? Question mark. 31. I can. Oh, that's so cool.
Yep.
All right, I like this.
Yep.
What did he do?
I just
Did
dragged.
you
I
He
dragged it
dragged-
onto the wound and it healed
Yeah.
me.
in your character sheet or on the turn?
On the combat tracker.
Also, here's another
Okay,
thing.
cool.
Now that he's used that, no one else can use that healing word.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
It expends the healing,
Wait,
that's cool.
but the damage can be applied to anyone.
Okay, so we're kind of backed up against the edge of the mountain,
mountainside.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to then not move. Well, I'll try and step back a little bit and then awkwardly bump into invisible Dazriel and then just stay where I'm at.
Well,
Cool.
yeah. Black O'Hara.
So, it is now Hunter Shark McGee over there's turn.
Kill them all.
And he's going to start chanting a spell. I mean, not like that.
That's
Kamehameha.
How many d6 is that?
Not
50.
enough.
That's a lot.
Oh, dear.
Also, 50-foot range.
Oh dear. It was
This
a
might
pleasure,
hit-
gents.
This might hit some of you. Actually, no, it won't. Not if I aim it right. Oh, not 50 foot. It's 30 foot. Okay. How do I do the radius thing again?
Right click.
Thank
Pointers.
you. Got it. Yep. Got it. Yep.
Draw a circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you? Oh. Did you make 3 different squares?
yeah, because there's no rectangles.
Right. Well, I didn't know if that was just you could just. Can I copy and paste?
Oh no, you make 3 separate ones, and then you just move them about.
Is this seriously 30 feet right here?
As that map
Wow.
is sized currently, apparently so.
That's a radius though. So that
yeah.
would be.
Yeah, it's 30-foot
60.
radius.
Oh jeez. All right. Well.
Oh boy.
Well, I'll just say that he does this 4 times.
What the fuck?
And from the sky. 1, 2,
Meteor
3, 4,
swarm.
5, 6, 7,
Oh shit.
9, 10.
Oh
11,
shit.
12.
That's cool.
I
There goes
forgot. I'm an idiot. I could just.
You can move it a little bit more down.
Yeah.
Won't hit us.
Well, no. I'm saying like I forgot that I could just do roll 20, and then this is the bludgeoning damage from the sky. You guys, after he finishes his chanting, the staff slams on the ground, and a little beam goes up into the sky, and the clouds that are directly above you explode into fire, and they start raining giant balls of fire down on the ground.
Are they great balls of fire?
Literally.
Ah,
So that's the bludgeoning damage. I'll have them save for that from that in a second. This is probably going to destroy the automaton, so oh well.
Oh well.
Yep.
They're
Kill-
immune to bludgeoning and fire.
Well,
Resistant.
I'd imagine resistant at least.
they're resistant to both bludgeoning and fire, but it's still enough to kill them. They have to save from it. This is just going to be an overall for all of the Yoni. Okay. And then this is for all of the automatons. That is not enough. So yeah, you watch as 4 massive meteors slam into the mountainside.
61
and-
damage.
Yeah, it just sends Oni and charred remains all over the place. And where there once was a massive horde of Oni and several automaton, you just it does
just
not
see a crater.
end. Yeah, you just see craters all over the ground. I don't know if I can actually.
You needed mines, motherfucker.
Is there a way that I can click and drag and just select a bunch of people?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I forgot how to do that.
Shift? Nope. Control shift? Nope.
Wait. I think I found it. Yep, I found it.
Let's roll con save.
Sounds real great, Samila Snow.
No, I have to do it automatically like this. Oh well. It's gonna take a while. People want to help me? I think you guys can delete tokens.
What do you want to, how many?
All of the automatons and the ones that are north of Nala and the big fat guy.
Got him.
This big guy too.
Okay.
Make sure you do not delete the our little teammate there. Thank you.
Yeah.
wait, delete
Okay.
Nala? Okay.
No.
Yeah, totally delete now. All right. So that was his turn. Ellie.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Wait, how steep are the ground here is?
Is the ground
10 feet. Each like quote unquote 5-foot increment is
Yeah.
a steep of 10 feet higher and higher.
This has knockdown, so they're gonna go fucking flying down. Like, I'm going to move.
It's pretty steep.
I'm gonna move to right here,
Dope.
and then, damn it, I have to bring the pointers down. Well, it will hit all of them. That's right
Yeah.
there anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm gonna just cast Tidal Wave.
Cool.
They have to. Let me see the specific rules. Wave of water that crashes down in the area within the range. The area can be up to 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On failure, the creature takes 4d8 bludgeon damage and is knocked prone.
Cool.
They take half damage and aren't prone if they resist.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the spell modifier that I have? Yeah, I had like 15, I think, is my spell DC.
Okay.
Yeah. So DC. Roll to resist damage. Actually, no. Let me just throw the damage first. Whoa!
That's pretty good. All right. So I'll make the save for all 4.
None of them save.
No, because they do have a bonus.
Oh.
So 2 of them save. I'll say the one closest and the one farthest save. The other 2 go fly. Is that to save from damage, or is it to save?
If they save, it's half damage and they're not knocked prone. The ones that fail take full damage and are knocked prone.
So I'll just say, because they're knocked prone, I'll put them on their sides. The other 2 are still standing.
And now the area is actually freaking a little bit tougher to walk on since there's water everywhere.
Yep, that means it's rough hard terrain, right?
Yeah. Difficult.
Yeah, difficult. That one.
There
Words.
And there's no open flames, so there is nothing to turn out was fire.
Cool.
If there was fire, it would just not, take it out.
Top of the round. Nala.
Awesome. I'm gonna fly over here and beat him up.
The one that's prone too. You have advantage now.
Yep. Advantage, attack.
Well, that'll hit.
There's some damage.
That'll hurt them.
And there's the last of the poison that I can use.
Cool.
Nigga had a bad day.
So I'm sure one of them died. Oh wait, I get a second attack. Duh.
I was about to say. Also, is that your last poison?
That was my last poison.
Okay, cool. You stab one of them straight in the face, and it just dissolves once the poison hits it, because it doesn't have enough hit points to survive, anyways.
And that's the damage on another one.
Okay. Cool. On to Oni turn. So first of all, seeing a bunch of their allies get blown to smithereens, this one's going to stand up. This one's going to try to move forward. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that can reach up. 1, 2. That's as far as you can go. You're going to shift around. Not all of them are in combat, obviously. They're going to stand up. Shift around. And I'm going to make my attacks.
Sorry, Azor, I had to use you as a shield.
On me?
No, that's kind of why I ran past you.
No, I'm asking Joe who they're attacking.
Don't think he really cares.
These are all going to be on Azor right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, every single one of them are attacking Azor? Or that's
No, just the
They're
ones
two
that are
in front of
attacking
them.
him right now.
So the 19 hits.
The 19
That's it.
hits. That's it. Which is why I did it all at once. Also, that was the wrong damage. I'm hurt. Ignore me. Actually, no, it wasn't. I just have to add the damage to that. So you take 18 points of damage.
Okay.
So he swings a glaive at your face.
Ow.
Yep.
Why you do this?
Why you do this? The next one's going to be on Kaylin. I slightly apologize.
but not really.
Wait, isn't that one dead?
I use my bow, so I don't have my shield up, so just the 7
Wait.
minutes.
I killed 2 out of the 10 in one group. Or I killed 1 out of the 10 in the group and wounded another.
Yep. By
Remember,
the way,
these
the
are
reason
each
why I'm doing
groups of
3
10.
is because there's 3 that can be in combat with you at any time. They can't all be on top of you.
No.
Because they're pretty big. As for the attacks, those are 24, 14, and 16.
You said
that hit,
first.
that me?
Yeah, that was at you.
Only the first one.
My AC is 17, so.
So only one of them. Awesome. And 9 damage. You get slashed in the face. Next 3 are going to be on Nala.
Cool.
19, 25, and 16.
1 hits.
Cool. You take 12 damage.
Cool, let me just roll my Constitution saving throw real quick. Yeah, I think I make it.
You're fine. And that's their turn. Yen. Yen.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go.
It's your turn.
Oh, hi. Hang on, hi.
You have anything that could kill them without killing us?
Just do a fireball on me.
I mean, you know.
That's what everyone's doing today.
Give me a second.
Alright, I should take off.
Just do a fireball down here, and it'll hit these.
Dog.
Well, yeah, I can do that, Kurt.
You can actually hit them and not us with a fireball.
Yeah. There's like a perfect spot for you to just strike
Just gotta
them all
throw
down
it behind them a bit, like.
You'd only be able to hit.
Just like freaking lob it.
Let's see.
Hey,
20
30
foot-
is better than 0.
Oh god.
Hold on.
Yeah, you might want to bring that down a bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
give me a
Yeah,
sec-
that's a good area, I think.
Like, you could
Oh.
do that and hit those 30.
We have to remember his maximum range of throwing the spell.
He can still move up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's that, and also that fireball has like 120-foot range.
He's well within range.
I don't believe Azor gets hit by that placement
No.
either.
No.
No.
He's
I know what you guys are trying to do. I know that you're aiming for those 3, so I'll make sure that you guys don't get hit. You're fine.
Our
30.
toesies get singed.
Ooh, it's a little bit warm.
Azor just has a face full of freaking hot heat, and these guys are melting. It's like, sounds like a good day.
I have what? 20 hit points left.
Cool.
Oh, Jesus.
They all fail.
They all take 26 points of fire damage. I think
Cool.
they might take a little more because he's a Phoenix sorcerer.
No,
Do you not
I don't
have-
have Mantle of Flame yet.
Oh, okay then.
What?
He does not have his Mantle of Flame going, so they just take the 26.
No, I was asking who was saying he does not add what.
No, nothing. He doesn't have any
Okay.
damage.
Okay, cool. Azor.
All
Unless you
right.
wanted to do a bonus action or anything.
I'm gonna move
I'm good.
30 feet up this way. Wherever 30 feet is. I think that's 30 feet.
Okay, well, you're going to take some attacks of opportunity.
At disadvantage because of my boots.
Yup. But you're still taking them. You're going to be taking 9.
Yeah,
And then I'll use my bonus
Yeah,
action to disengage using that ring that I have.
Okay, cool. I'm still just going to drop it just to see what the numbers would be.
Huh.
Because fuck it.
Only one. Of those
Only
was
one.
Yeah.
the crit.
You lucky bastard.
So, and then that's my. And I'll throw my spear
Okay, though.
at one of the people alive. Yeah. That's 12 plus 8, 20 damage.
Cool.
And that's my turn, since I can't pull it back.
Awesome. This
They're
would
all
be
gone.
the yeah. I was gonna say this would be the automatons, but they're all dead. So
That wasn't just
real.
not like them.
Any particular one looking a bit not so good?
yeah, you can go for one that's not healthy.
We'll go for that. Wapachow. I keep forgetting. Wapachow. Advantage.
Oh, that nat one though. All right. Yeah, that hits.
Pow. Pow.
You would have tripped and stabbed yourself.
So as you go up to one of the more less okay, then loud noises. As you go up to one of the less hardier ones, you can see it's starting to lean more on its glaive, and you just slice its heel, and it falls on the ground, and you just stab it in the back of the head, and it dies.
Pow.
I was hoping you say it just rolls down the fucking mountain and dies by breaking its neck.
No. The sides of the path are steep, not the actual path itself.
Yeah. I was really hoping the one that was
Is
on the
that
side.
all you're gonna do, Dazriel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Move back again. Bye bye.
Okay. Hey, Kaylin. It's your turn. You're in
my
combat.
turn?
Yep, you're in melee combat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Okay. I will use this mace that I rarely use.
Mace to the face.
Probably
That's
not.
not gonna hit.
Holy crap.
Wow.
All right. How many attacks of opportunity will I get if I step back?
6.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, I have my shield up, so yeah, I will move back.
Okay. I'm gonna assume those two 19s hit you, and that's it. Okay. I'll just do all the damage all at once. 23 damage in total.
All right.
Get smacked in the back of the head.
That's my turn.
Cool. Remember to add 8 to that.
Yep. I did it backwards.
Yep, it's okay. Whose turn is it? It is the mage's turn. So he's gonna move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll stay right there. And then he's gonna throw a fireball. Since you guys have vacated the area, you can get it all 4. And he's gonna cast it at this level.
Yay, this level.
Level 50.
Totally.
That's my
5
favorite.
million D6.
Level mysterious.
None
since we
of
don't know his
them
level.
make the save. Well, you'll know once how many d6s you see, because
It's
third
8.
level fireball is 7, right?
8.
Or is it 8? It's
8
8.
D6.
8d6 at third level,
8.
plus 1d6 for every level above that.
Okay. So that many dice,
Holy shit.
and he gets to reroll 1s. Forgot to do that last time.
Just do a 7th level? No. 6th level fire. No, 7th.
It's 7.
7th level fireball.
43 damage.
So plus 6, that would be 43. You see all 3 groups to the south just instantaneously incinerate.
I could have done that too.
You probably could have.
So
Kaylin,
if I had said 11,
Just so you're
I
aware,
was
Joe, I
like,
sent
yeah.
you a message on your personal Discord. For whenever you get around to it.
Yep.
That is fine.
Next person, by the way. I
It's
believe that's
me. I have Moonbeam that would be useful right now.
Indeed.
So Moonbeam on that entire fucking group right there.
Cool.
Rolling damage. 8.
It's con save. Cool. Yeah, no, they're fucked. Alright, so they take full 8.
The funny thing about
health.
Moonbeam is that shapeshifters are forced back into their true form.
So, the Oni that you see in front of you right now, Ellie, most of them seem to still be standing, but you saw a couple from the Moonbeam start to just fall to one knee and look really rough. So, it looks like this group is on its last limbs.
And my bonus action is shield up again, because I haven't moved.
Okie dokes. Nala!
Gonna go ahead and fly over to here.
Ya boy.
Surround them!
And
Beat the
you
shit
know
out of them.
exactly what I'm about to do.
Do I, though?
Pretty sure you do.
Attack, attack.
Attack with advantage from flanking.
Yep.
Do it.
Oh, that's mean.
Hmm.
That's also at advantage. We'll take the 15.
Cool.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm pretty sure the 5 still hits. Because I have ridiculous bonuses. So we'll go 1. We go 2. I'd be aiming for the weaker ones.
The ones that are nearly dead.
I would assume that you're going for the more not beefy ones.
Yup.
So you do hit them. Awesome. That's great. You kill one of them. The other one does not die.
He's on the ground, like, still moving. He's like, fuck.
Yeah. He is not healthy, though. Like, his limbs are basically falling off. And as I say that, his limbs stop falling off because he heals a little bit. Cool. So the Oni that are standing between you two are going to realize their imminent demise, and they're going to try at least
Counterspell.
to piece the fuck out. I don't think Moonbeam affects this.
I think my spear is still stuck
Let me
in one
see.
of them.
At the beginning of their turn, they take more damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah. Every turn
Oh.
they start in the area
If
they
they
get.
start, or if they first move
So
into it on a turn.
How much do they take damage?
They take another 4 die. No, why did it grab the wrong thing? They take another 2 dice of my casting level. So.
Oh, that's mean.
Oh, well, do they have to save from this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's the save again?
con, I believe.
Constitution.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a
No.
no. That's a no. Which means, at the beginning of the Oni's turn, though you do see them start to regenerate, they all just die. Moonbeam just starts to disintegrate their skin.
Just radiant.
I was gonna have them try
Turn
and
into mist.
no, because they can't. They already all went into mist form. Remember?
Yeah.
To
And
catch
came after
us.
you guys. Yeah, they were gonna try and go poof, meaning invisible. Okay, So after that happens, you guys see off on the cliffside around the bend, you can see Big Boy McGee.
I thought we killed him.
Nope.
No, he got revived.
Nope, he got revived.
Run away.
Kind of looking down at all of you, and then he walks up specifically to Nala.
I can move Moonbeam, motherfucker. I want to just
Hold
shove
up.
this Moonbeam into his
Hold
face.
up.
Yep, and you can see on his face he still has a lot of the wounds that you saw. Most of it seems to have healed. He still shows scars, but he does, in his broken English, or common I should say, speak. You defeated the clan that I've raised for the past. He says a number in his own language because he doesn't know how to say it in common. Years.
Guys, we defeated the KKK.
Totally.
Wow.
He's gonna go down on one knee and basically like put his sword up in both of his hands and like offer it up to you, Nala.
This is still like a massive thing, though, right?
Yep, it's
Yeah.
still a massive sword.
Can I enhance ability her so she can easily carry that shit?
Just chop his head off.
I'm gonna try and pick it up.
She know what I mean.
Okay, so you go for the sword.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pick up the sword, and it is a fairly massive blade, like larger than the Buster sword from
Final Fantasy.
It is a massive sword. But the second your fingers wrap around the hilt, the blade itself just shrinks to be more accommodating. It is still fairly large.
Like it's still
it
greatsword,
is-
basically.
No, it is not a great
Oh.
sword. It is a large great sword. It
Oh.
is a size category larger than that. So
Awesome.
it does, instead of doing 2d6, it do 4d6.
Awesome.
Wow.
However, what is your strength number? Your actual number?
22.
Okay. You don't get a disadvantage, but you do not add your proficiency to this, to your attack. You add it to the rest of the stuff, but you do not add it to your attack. That is the only thing that you cannot do with that. Because the weapon is so large, you are not proficient in using this kind of weapon.
Aw. Even though paladins do get all weapons.
Yes.
Okay. I was just gonna
'Cause
ask
I'm-
because
This
I'm
is not
pretty
a
damn.
natural
I'm
weapon.
pretty damn sure.
I only
A paladin has never been trained with a giant slayer sword. Which, by the way, this is a giant. It is called a giant slayer claymore.
Giant Slayer Claymore.
I'm gonna go up to the guy and say, "Hey, you got my spear?"
Which guy?
The big Oni.
Oh, by the way, which spear did he throw? Did he throw the?
He
long
threw
reach
away
one, or-
my-
the one I made for him.
Okay. He's gonna look over to you, and just kind of shrug. It wasn't really on his mind to keep track of where it went.
So, does this have a
Punch him in the
bonus to
face.
its attack?
He's
It
about
does
to get
have
his
a
head
bonus.
chopped off, so
What would that bonus be?
It is a +2.
Man, it's easier to hit with. Whatever. Added damage. The dice you said was 4d6?
Yep, 4d6. And it particularly works well with, or not with, against giants.
Right.
So whenever you attack a giant with this sword, you do +2 d6.
$46, and if. Okay. Stat, and I add my +6 bonus from. Oh, no. Damage would also be a +2. Basically, it's a +2 weapon.
Yes, it is a +2 weapon.
Alright, cool.
I rolled a 26 to punch him in the face.
Punch who?
To do what? Are you just trying to
Punch
punch him in
him.
the face?
Yeah. For
Okay.
not getting my
You
spear.
punch him in the face.
Alright.
He's not happy.
Good. Then I'll walk away.
Okay.
At least it wasn't Dosrio. He would have been more pissed.
So the mage is gonna walk up
You
past
don't know.
you,
We're in
Nala,
here.
and start speaking
I was
in
there
a
for-
very deep guttural voice, which you can only assume is a language of the giants. And they start speaking rapidly together. And I don't think any of you speak giant, right?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Unless I'm talking to my dong. Hey.
Ha 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 ha. And after a couple minutes, the giant Oni is gonna stand up, look down to the mage, give like a weird motion. None of you know what it means, but you assume it's some kind of giant thing. And the mage returns that, and the mage claps his hands together, and then slowly pulls them apart. And in between where his hands met, you see a white ball start to grow and grow, and then he just lets go of it, and it goes straight into the Oni's chest, and the Oni disappears.
Where did you go, Cotton Eye Joe?
He's
Just
been married a
gonna
long
test
time ago.
this real quick. Wow.
Well, that's a lot of damage, my friend.
Well, that's a critical, so.
Yeah.
Pretty good rolls too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
4 6s, jeez.
yeah.
That's
3 6s on
pretty good.
the
Nothing
base
below 3.
damage of that, too.
Yep. Anyways, so we're gonna move on. Wow, that's actually a lot of damage.
I know.
So the mage is gonna turn to the rest of the group, and he's gonna speak. I'm just gonna get rid of the map at this point. We're not gonna continue using it, considering there is no longer any combat. He's gonna speak. I assume you're here to reach the college.
Yep.
I was told of your arrival about 10 minutes ago. I'll lead you now towards the college. You'll be safe with me. However, should we meet any more Oni, I would suggest that all of you just run.
For the record, we tried that. Didn't work so well.
I can handle them by myself.
Okay.
Fair
And he's like,
enough.
all right. It's like, and he's like bleeding right now and all that stuff. It's like, all right.
Even in their
Take 'em.
dangerous gaseous form that you saw, I can handle them just fine.
And who might you be?
I actually am the headmaster of this facility.
Oh. We
I
actually
am,
need to talk with you.
I'm sure you do.
Let's
We'll
do
save
that
that-
later.
We'll save that for when we get back to the college.
Fair enough.
And he's going to start leading you all towards the bridge, where Miyako is standing on the other side with a couple of the other automatons. And she's going to meet up with the rest of the group. She is very quiet. She doesn't say much at all to any of you. You also do not see her wolf.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So, we're going to move on. After about 5 or so minutes of you guys continuing to walking down the path, you do not meet any more Oni along the way. You get to another checkpoint at another bridge. And this one is heavily guarded at this point. You can see there are a group of like 100 automatons, both along the bridge looking down into the ravine, and also at each guardhouse, which is also walled. It has a wall that expands across the valley here, which are also manned by archer automatons, and a couple of the other mages that that you assume are trained. They all watch you walk past. Obviously, the headmaster is allowed through with your entail. You don't see any notice or any indication of the other halfling that was with you, guiding you. You also do not see any more halflings now that you're getting closer to the city or college. And it seems like this bridge is fairly well maintained. You don't see any major scarring or attacks or anything like that. It seems like they know not to attack this one.
Sorry.
God bless America.
Yep, totally. America. And after another minute and a half or so of walking past this checkpoint, you guys see a massive shimmering barrier in the middle of the path that shimmers a different color every few seconds. There's vivid blues, reds, greens, yellows, all the colors in the rainbow. And as you guys get closer, you can also see small arcs of energy bouncing all around the surface of the shield or barrier. And the mage that's leading all of you puts his hand up for you guys to stop for a few moments, and he goes forward to rest his hand on the shield, which a small hole starts to form around his hand, which then expands as his other hand goes in, and he separates them to push the shield away from him to make an opening. And then he just forcefully, like with all of his might, just pushes his arms out as fast as possible, which causes the shield to expand to allow entry in, like a little gateway. And he holds his hand up for you guys to continue moving forward. And he keeps standing there in front of the barrier as you guys move forward. And after all of you have gone through the hole that he made, he steps through and puts his hand back down as the shield reforms and more arcs of energy spring to life where there was no shield before. And a couple actually arc onto him, but he doesn't seem fazed by it at all. And he continues walking forward with you. And now that you are inside the barrier, you have a clear view of the college, which rests right on top of this mountain peak. And it is made of fine marble. A lot of the buildings seem to be very old in construction, but they look like they were made yesterday, if that makes any sense. Like they have old architect, there's old designs. You can see a lot of the towers look like they haven't been upgraded to new material or anything like that in hundreds, if not thousands of years. And you can see a few of the gateways don't even have metal grates. It's either wood or some kind of other material like stone or whatever. And as he walks you all forward, which will take another couple of minutes to actually get up to the main gateway, you can see more mages that are walking to and from other buildings that go across the pathway, which now that you are up to this point, the valley side has leveled off to be completely even. And the stone looks to be the same color as the path now. So it almost looks like everything here is paved. It's just smooth stone. And he says, welcome to our humble abode.
Well, this is impressive.
I wouldn't say humble really justifies all of this.
Well, I try to maintain it as best as I can. A lot of the students here tend to bask in its glory for a little bit too longer. Or a little bit too longer
than they should.
Yeah. Once they get used to it, it's just another part of the city to them.
So who makes the constructs?
That would be the high mages. members of the circle here.
And you're the big kahuna.
I teach many of the other teachers to teach students. Yes. I came into quote unquote my position about 2 or 3 years ago. The previous one was murdered by one of the Onis.
How?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens. We've had to deal with them in the past for quite some time. After all, we are quote-unquote foreign invaders here.
So do you know who made that puzzle island over there?
A lot of them think it was Aldur, not Aldur, Belkreisen, who actually created Aldur all those years ago. But I think it was one of the previous headmasters. Because those caves were not discovered until, I would say, the second barrier went up. Which doesn't make much sense to you, but it's the bigger shield that you guys walked through when you were coming here.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
It's the one that
you
keeps out
guys
the poison.
get many visitors?
Not surprisingly, no. Ever since Mount Vulcan erupted, we don't get many visitors at all.
And
we all-
DM question: when we
Yes.
do we see various not races, genders here?
No, you do not.
It's all male so far.
So far, you've only seen males.
All right, because that was going to lead to my next question. So how do you guys replenish the ranks then?
We are a fairly powerful magical society. Most people here are several hundred years old. Or some of them are even 1,000 years old. There's only a couple of them, though. We don't really replenish. We aren't a city, per se. We're a college. We're here to study magic and its purpose and its uses in everyday society.
Huh. All right. Well, I think Goldilocks has a question for you about some book thing, right? I don't do history well. Goldilocks being Knowlege.
I was gonna say like by
I
Goldilocks.
I was
you mean
confused
Goldie
as to-
Scales?
Who the hell has Goldilocks?
Yeah, that was not
No.
very clear.
That's why
Goldilocks-
I clarified.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
In character, I'd have like pointed a dagger towards Knowlege.
Okay. Cool. I'm glad that clears things up.
fucking hell. Anyone who's been confused is like looks at everyone's like, who has goat hair?
Well, he keeps walking forward with you guys, and you see a couple of the other mages that are walking around. Notice him and wave to him, and he waves back. You also notice there are a few of the automatons walking in here. They're not as hapdash or mangled as other ones that you've seen. These are pristine, solid metal machines, or automatons, or giant statue things. And the gems in their eyes almost look non-corporeal, like they are not made of actual physical material. And some of them are even like they have joints. They have, you would assume, like a mouth and vocal cords, and they're able to speak and do all that good stuff. They almost look like people. Almost.
Yeah, that's a little bit creepy.
Welcome
Ellie
to
does
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, Ellie does not like them that much at all.
Dazriel is mesmerized.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do they are they what's the word?
Repairing?
Sustained? No. I'm asking the head whatever. Like, are they people-ish, you know? Like, do they know what they're doing, or are they just
Are
told?
they sentient? I mean,
Are they sentient, Mr. Mage Dude?
Mr. Mage Dude. Please.
I will say it exactly like that.
No,
I'm
no, no.
Nazriel, Mr. Mage.
So he turns to you, noticing that he has not introduced himself. He's going to say, please, you may all just call me Kurzan.
Kurzan. That with a
I'm-
C or a K?
That's with a K. Kurzan.
All right, K-bomb.
I'm just one of the many mages here. I've been here for most of my life. Some of them are sentient, but many of them are just programmed to look sentient, if that makes any sense. We spend many hours just tinkering with them.
I show him the 2 eyeballs that I scavenged. I, found these. Do they do anything? Do you want them back? Can I keep them?
He's gonna look at you, then look back at the eyeballs, quote unquote. He's gonna take one of them. His hand is gonna glow real quick as he's looking at it. He's gonna say, "Did you pry this one off of a dead one?"
I'd be pry, find. What's really the difference?
I'm gonna be like, yeah.
They're
it's-
useless.
Ah, shit.
Well, hey, that's unfortunate.
When one of these dies, the magical energy that ties their eyes back to its user is lost forever.
But it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's a rather primitive way of viewing through the automaton's eyes. So these are basically cameras.
Yeah, magical cameras.
And at
What's
this
a
point,
camera?
they're just And at this point, they're just
Shut up.
paperweights.
Yeah. It's basically
No,
like
no, no.
made of glass.
No. Would have been better say they're magical scrying orbs.
There you go.
That one.
I put my
Haha,
hand- I
it's a
put my-
scrying eye.
Ha
it is.
ha ha.
Hey,
Go to hell.
I got there, guys.
I sheepishly put my hand out for it back if it's useless.
He plops it back in your hand.
Oh.
You might be able to sell it.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it for now.
I mean, the charlatan can,
I have my scam thing still yet to
Mhm,
use.
mhm, I'm just giving you ammunition at this point.
Word.
still fucked up that row.
Listen, that fucker, alright, was one smart fucking, one lucky Oni, alright? Alright?
One lucky Oni.
Alright.
Fucking Roto 1.
So,
Rude.
at this point, you guys get to the main gatehouse of the city, or college. I keep calling it a city. It's not a city. It's basically like Hogwarts if it was made of marble, and a lot, not as gothic. And he waves up to one of the guards up on the top of the wall, and you see him wave back, and he shouts down, and the gate starts to open. When we get inside, you can tell me your purpose for coming here. For right now, we're just gonna head up real quick. I need to go ahead myself. One of the guards will lead you up to my office, but for now I need to attend to matters. I need to let others know of the Oni attack that happened today. And after saying this, he's going to walk through the gate and through a purplish portal thing that appears from his hand. He's going to walk through it and disappear. So,
Oh, then.
you also see, after this happens, you see another one of the guards come up to you. And he's going to bow to all of you and say, I am Headmaster Kurzan's assistant. I will help all of you reach his office. He's on, he points up to one of the towers. He's at one of the high tower offices. I'll lead you there now.
I'm getting sick of stairs.
Well, you'll be happy. So as you all walk through, you see a number of other what you assume are student mages and learners walking, hustling, bustling. Some of them are reading tomes, not paying attention to their surroundings, and some of them are practicing magic to the best of their ability. And he leads you up to the side of the tower, which has a couple guards standing in front of it. He says something in another language that none of you understand. And they nod and they step aside for all of you to step through. And what you would expect on the inside of a tower would be like a spiral staircase, maybe some weird objects here or there. But instead, what you see is a circular room with numerous bookshelves all along the sides that go all the way up to the top of the building. And in the center of that is a dais that has many runes of different languages and different connotations. You assume there's one for every known language of this college. There's Draconic, there's Infernal, there's Abyssal, the list goes on and on and on. And all of them say up. And he steps on the dais, which there's just barely enough room for all of you to get on.
Especially with one of us being very, very tall and large.
Yep. And with
Shut up!
And he puts out his hand, and from his hand, a arc of energy streams down into the dais, and it starts to rumble, and then it starts shifting up into the air, up towards where you see a hole in the ceiling. About 150 feet up in the air.
Well then,
no stairs in this school.
I was gonna enjoy the flying up.
Yep. It takes maybe like 10 seconds to reach the top. It doesn't move too fast, but fast enough. And once it reaches the top, as it's going up, you can see a couple of the books are flying down by themselves, almost like they're birds. A couple of them rearrange themselves. A few others are being read in air by something that you cannot see at all. Pages flipping slowly by themselves. And as the dais reaches the top, you can hear another voice come of, "What do you mean there was another one?" And as you reach the top, you can see Headmaster Curzan is speaking with a short halfling with vivid red hair and freckles all over his face. He's wearing dingy brown robes, and he has a wand on his hilt, or not his hilt, his belt. And he's speaking very quickly and very angrily up to Headmaster Curzan, who remains completely calm as he speaks down to him. "Professor Red, look, the situation called for action, and I decided that I would do it myself. I know you wanted to be alerted of any of these kind of situations, but the situation was dire, and I needed to act as quick as possible. And as you all stop stepping off the dais, Curzan's assistant coughs loudly enough for both of them to hear, and you see Curzan look over to him and says, "Sadly, this conversation can no longer continue. I have other business to attend to. We can have this conversation at a later date." And Professor Reed is going to look up to all of you and angrily huff and look almost like he doesn't acknowledge your existence whatsoever, and push past you and bump one of you on the knee because he's not tall at all, and go back down on the dais. Curzan's assistant speaks up and says, "I brought your visitors for you. I'll attend to matters with Reed downstairs if you would like." And Curzan nods his head and says, "Thank you. I greatly appreciate that, Gren. Leave them in my care and we can speak freely in my office." which behind him there is a large oak door that has a knocker on it. And he pushes on the door, and where you don't see a seam, the door just opens like it was a doorway, but it looked like just a solid slab of wood. He says, "Please, enter my office, and we'll speak freely here."
Okay.
All right.
Curzan goes into the office with you all in tow, and he sits down behind his desk with many instruments of what you can assume are magical entities. And in this office there are many bookshelves of many different languages and different magical runes and all that good stuff. And there are a few other magical objects. There's, what do you call those things? Like a gyroscope that's constantly spinning. There's one of those marble machines that are doing 180 spins, or 360 spins, not 180. There's a couple, like those coin machines where you put a coin in, goes around in a big bowl and goes down into a pipe. This one is just constantly going, yeah, like the big funnels. This one constantly goes around and around. A couple times you see it pop out, do a little backflip, then lands back and keeps doing his own thing. And Curzan leans forward on his hands, crossing his arms, and says, "So, what do I have the pleasure for all of your visits?"
Well, there's some real shit going down.
Do any of you actually remember why you're here?
Oh yeah, I do.
We were trying to get the
We're here to
prismatic
find the
mage.
prismatic mage.
Okay.
Because of the large vortex, I think he said south of Unity, much south of Unity, the current Iron Chancellor
Mm-hmm.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna look to both Ellie and Nala and say, "So you require the prismatic mage?"
Yes.
We were also hoping to
At the
glean
very least, a colorful one.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe like a RGB mage.
He chuckles slightly.
CMYK.
You've certainly come to the right place.
Maybe
I myself
utilities.
don't speak much to him, as I have my own duties as headmaster. But he's studied here for quite some time now. Your best bet would be go to one of his classes to speak to him. He is a professor here, and he is constantly doing classes. However, you'll find it very difficult to persuade him to do anything that he does not already want to do himself. He is fairly stubborn.
All
I
right.
believe
But-
that.
There's not gonna be a quiz or anything, is there?
Not for those who do not wish to study under him.
Sweet.
Sweet. Can I like lie down?
Who's gonna lie down?
Azor.
For what?
We're
gonna
all
lie
pretty,
down, he's
we're
tired.
pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Walk around with 20 hit points.
I mean, yeah, don't die. Also, I will say this, because he wouldn't just completely ignore all of your wounds. I will say, like, halfway back to the college, he would have healed your
Okay.
wounds. So
Yeah.
you guys are back to full health points.
Sweet.
Yep.
I didn't want to burn my spells.
Yeah. At this point, it's around 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. You'll be given room in one of the dorms on the grounds. Feel free to eat supper in the mess halls. There's a few of them on the ground floor. But the man you were looking for, the prismatic mage, he prefers just being called professor.
Professor
He's a-
Prismatic. Got it.
No, don't call him
As
Professor
you would.
Prismatic.
Freaking Ellie's just like chuckles a bit at that.
He's a halfling. He wears thick spectacles. And as the name implies, many colored robes. One might even call them prismatic. And he teaches in the second auditorium off the main square of college campus. You'll find one of his classes at noontime tomorrow. I suggest going there and not being late. As for now, his name... I'll let him tell you his name, considering he is a very secretive person. He
Fair
does not
enough.
like giving out information that he does not wish to tell.
Divulge.
As for now, I'll suggest that all of you go down, eat your fill, get some good sleep. I'm sure you could all do with some. And in the morning, someone will call for you, and you'll go to his class.
I do
Are
have
there any
one
questions?
other question.
Do you know any seekers? Seekers.
He's gonna look a little puzzled by that question. I don't know what you mean by a seeker.
Okay, never mind.
But I'm sure someone might be able to help you here. There are many libraries and collections of knowledge.
Well, have you heard of insert vampire lord here?
Lord
Lord
Salar.
He's gonna look a little taken aback by that, and for a few moments he's gonna measure his response and say with slight restraint, "I've heard of him, yes."
Well, he's back.
And I'm a killer.
And he just like freaking just 2 fingers smack him on the top of the head for that. It's like,
Yeah.
You have
I'm gonna need you to make an attack roll for that, please.
So he's gonna sigh heavily and say,
You missed.
You just fucking dodge out of it because you already know freaking Ellie does this shit.
"We heard rumors. We heard rumors of his return. We had no confirmation until now.
Oh, he took all of Fenrir and left.
Yeah, Fenrir. For a second, I'm like, wait a second. Is that actually the town's name? It is. That's how long it's been since we were in there."
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna look a little shaken. "I'm sorry that all of you had to go through this. I'm sure it was not an easy task."
You can say that one again. Don't worry, I have a vow to kill him. Again,
Well,
I
that's-
suppose.
That's that's refreshing. I'm glad that you intend to end him. Again, if there's any questions that you might have, I'm sure there are
What's
many.
with the death fog?
That is from Mount Vulcane.
Yep.
A very
is,
original name for a volcano.
Ha ha ha. It's actually believed to be one of the main volcanoes of the world. So yes, it was named after the word volcano. It's also fairly large, and it is continuously spewing gas at a vast quantity. I would not recommend. It would most likely kill you.
If the other strange plant things don't try to kill us. Yeah.
We've heard plenty about how it basically dissolves anyone who goes in it.
Except for the plant things.
Yes.
He's gonna look back to Ellie and say, "I assume all of you are going to need sleeping arrangements. They'll be supplied for you in the third dormitory outside of the main gatehouse, where all the other dormitories are located on the grounds.
I prefer women. The race does not matter.
Time for a dorm invasion.
Totally. Panty raid. So yeah, that happened.
Lucky. I was gonna smack him on the head for that.
If there's any more questions, I'll be free to ask them at all whenever you would like.
Very well then.
I have only one other thing I'm curious about at the moment. Do you have any information on the Lord of Steel?
I have not heard the name personally, but again, like I have said several times now, I'm sure there are many sources of knowledge here that you could check in on yourselves and try to find any information on them.
Alrighty.
That's all we have for now. We have.
What time is it?
Unless you happen to know.
I had said that it was around 8.
Yeah, it's like
7:30.
7:30ish.
Yeah, it's getting up to 8:30 now.
PM.
Unless you
Yeah,
happen
yeah.
to know where we can, specifically on this campus, where we could go to learn about vampires and vampire
there are
lords.
a few collections of undead knowledge in one of the main libraries. The library below me right now is the Library of Incantation. There's a few other libraries in the towers. The main towers on the edge of the districts, or not district, campus. Just go there, ask the librarian to see if there's any occult knowledge there.
Thank you for your aid.
Of course, anytime.
Alright, let's go get some sleep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that we're in a time travel to when you guys wake up.
Can we level up?
I will get to that at the end of the session.
No.
Because it's not gonna matter until then. But yeah, I can almost guarantee you at this point you guys are gonna level up.
Make sure you set your spell slots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Oh, and I gotta roll.
Hey, Joe, what's it looking like for me, by the way?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was hoping that we could get through the combat at the beginning quicker, but we weren't able to. So,
Okay, that's fine.
sadly.
I sent the spell
Yeah,
for
I saw.
Okay, it's acceptable?
Yeah, for now. However, it is now dawn, and like the headmaster had said, his assistant does come and wake you guys to remind you of the class that you were recommended to go to.
Yep.
The professor recommends that all of you bring some writing utensils. You might need to take some notes. Will you be attending his classes for long?
Unknown.
All right then.
We would have time before actually. You said it was at noon.
Yes, that's.
So we would definitely have.
Yeah, he came by just to remind you of when you need to go.
Right. I'd obviously pick up like a journal and ink pot and quill.
Okay.
So that I could take whatever notes I need.
There are plenty readily available to all
I figured.
of you.
I would like to go to one of the libraries. Not necessarily the Library of Incantation, because I don't feel like that's where I would need to go. But one of the other ones, and see if I can't ask the librarian there about vampires.
Okay. I'm going to have to ask you to make an investigation check.
Ellie's probably going to go there too, so...
I will talk to you all next...
Okay.
That's not terrible.
Right.
Okay.
And, Joe, definitely week I'll be in...
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Alright, awesome. Have a good one, guys.
You too.
And
Yep, see ya.
Steve, this is
You send me the link to your thing for the recording so I can figure out what I missed the last 2 hours.
I'll
or
be
so.
posting recording link directly into general, like I do every week.
Oh, okay. Works for. See you guys.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I'll
just
look
look
for
up my YouTube at
Anyway,
thing.
I'm gonna roll for investigation as well because that probably would help.
Cool.
Non-natural 20.
Cool. I'm going to say with Ellie's help, you're able to ask around a few of the mages, some of the students, of undead location or undead information, specifically on vampires and vampire spawn. And they all point you to the same area, which is the western towers. And after maybe 20 minutes of searching in one of those towers, you're able to find a couple books. One of them mentions the Cult of Dagon. A lot of, almost all of them that you look at, all mention vampire lords as being the highest, quote unquote, tier of vampire, and are extraordinarily dangerous. And one book in particular, called The Study of Ancient Vampires, by an unknown author, talks about the Cult of Dagon worshipping 3 major dark entities, one of them being a vampire lord that was so powerful he was able to subvert half of the population of the known world before he was taken down by several powerful heroes. And it was rumored that he survived the encounter. However, it was unknown where his last location was.
Well then.
It does not mention Lord Sailor by name.
I wouldn't expect it to, all things considered. But there was a vampire lord, was worshipped in
dude.
the Cult of Dagon.
Yup. So, I
That's
believe
D-A-E-G-O-N?
yeah.
Alright, cool.
D-A-E-G-O-N.
Cool.
G-O-N.
Dagon.
Dagon. I don't know if there's anything else that you guys wanted to look up or whatever. But
specifically, though, do any of these tell me about weaknesses that vampires would have?
Okay. That will require a second investigation check.
While they're doing that,
Okay,
I
I'll
would be
give that in a second.
with everybody else.
Damn.
What were you going to say?
While they're doing that, I guess everybody else would be in the mess hall.
Yeah, eating,
And
doing
I'd have
whatever
my
you
little
want to do.
notebook with my new pen, and I'd be like, I am not taking notes. I don't know about you guys.
I'm not a magic person, so I'm not taking notes either.
I'll take notes for you.
I'm
Can
gonna
you
look
do-
over and read Yen's notes.
Can you do magic stuff like these people?
You've seen me do magic stuff.
But like this, like, and I point that, like, well, I guess we don't really see the dome inside here, but like the dome.
I haven't tried. I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe in the future. I don't know.
It's possible, that's for sure.
Maybe.
I mean, while Nala and Ellie are off doing whatever they're doing, vampire stuff, you guys want to check to see if we can find anything on Seekers?
Yep.
We'll
Okay.
do that, Joe.
Yep. So, that's going to be investigation check. I'll give you guys advantage because all of you are looking for it.
I believe I already get advantage on investigation
Me too.
checks.
Cool.
Double the advantage.
Double
Alright,
advantage.
19's not bad.
I will attempt.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, no, that would just be upping your proficiency.
Well,
So, what do
Okay.
you find?
So, Dosriel, you're the only one that finds anything. But I am going to take you into whispers real quick?
Secret.
Oh shit.
Yeah, secret.
Oh shit.
Wow, even with a
Oh,
20, I
God.
got nothing.
I do find it hilarious that I'm double resistant to fire damage.
Do 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 do.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Let me get some.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Coño.
We're back.
Okay. Do I divulge or?
Yeah, you can divulge.
All right. So we spent a while looking around. Nobody really knows what seekers are, but they are aware of old folk heroes and old like action people. The Lord of Steel, in particular, does resonate. So we find kind of close to the entrance, I guess, where the mountain was, like a big giant library. And I guess the reason that the DC was so high was because there's 1,000,000 books here. So eventually, the librarian gives us, I guess, a pointer to just why don't you just try the S section, and that's where I guess, where we're heading at this point.
Wow, they do not use the Dewey Decimal System now, do they?
Nope.
Uh,
So I'm gonna quick hop over to Knowlege group. So the only couple things that you find about quote unquote vampire weaknesses,
other than radiant damage, that is obvious.
I was about to say other than radiant damage, there is a mention of ancient vampires were rumored to have. Many vampires are known for feasting on blood and flesh, and they're often seen devouring the corpses of those they have defeated either in combat or whatever. But it is known that a particular type of blood can make them violently ill to the point where they lose many of their magical abilities for a time. It does not mention what kind of blood it is, but it does mention that the blood itself is from a particularly holy race. One so holy, in fact, that it is basically direct descendants of gods.
Dias.
Interesting. I missed some of that because I was in the bathroom.
Okay. Well, I'm sure Ellie heard it, so you know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Basically, there's another weakness that vampires are weak to a certain type of blood.
No, I got all that. It was the first half of it that I missed.
Yeah, it's.
What part did you miss?
I came in that I basically came in on the blood weakness.
That's basically it. Everything else you already know, aside from the new blood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, it's radiant and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Got it. Radiant, fire, and I think running water are the main. These are bad.
So I will give you this: running water only works on lower level vampires.
Vampire. Okay, that's fine.
However, fire does, and radiant, obviously.
I figured.
We'll go back to Dazriel's group. Unless you want to do anything else, like search for something else.
I would want to see if I can uncover something about this descendants of the gods race. I'm assuming another investigation check.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll get to that in a second.
I'm not going to find anything.
I'm just going to say this right now. Like, they're just going to go like, bro, what are you talking about? As for the rest of you, I'm going to need you guys to make investigation checks.
Advantage or straight?
Just straight up advantage.
I'm not at my
just straight up advantage.
What does that mean?
No. Not just straight up advantage. Just a straight up roll.
Derp. Thank you. I had a feeling that's what you
advantage. That's totally not what I meant. So
good job.
I'm tired, alright? Leave me alone.
We both know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
No one else is going to try and look?
I'm
allowing you guys. Yeah. What?
I think I got an 18.
Okay.
Wait, did we? Are we gonna meet up with them?
Azor, are you disconnected?
I am. I'm on mobile right now. I'm warming up some food. So.
Okay. There we go.
I mean, after that failure, probably.
No, sorry, 20 total.
My rolls are terrible today.
Okay. Yen, I don't know if you're gonna roll for investigation to help them, but it's up to you if you do or not.
What are they looking for?
Information on the Lord of Steel.
Oh, okay.
No, I guess we're not gonna get a Yen. Anyways, so what you find with a 20, Dazriel seems to be looking in the wrong letter section, and Yen just seems to be standing behind him, like, not speaking or looking anywhere. He seems to just kind of be off in his own world. But looking up a couple of the shelves, specifically where it would be steel in the alphabetical order, you find a couple heroes, the Steel Menace, Steel Horsemen, Riders of Steel, blah, 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 and there is only one mention of the Lord of Steel in the entire section. But Lord of Steel specifically, it is a very old book. Probably a good 300 or 400 years old, from what you can tell. There is no name. There's no credited author or anything like that. But at the front of the book is not very long, only maybe like 20 or so pages. It's in a very weird language that I don't think you've ever seen. And the next page after that is also in another different weird language. But after that, it's in common, and it says, "The Lord of Steel is considered to be one of the greatest generals that have ever lived. The title itself is not one given to anyone. It must be earned in combat, by defeating the previous Lord of Steel. And they are often the most powerful knights in the world, which have great magical abilities. They oftentimes give themselves over to a god or goddess. And one Lord of Steel in particular, one that lived around the time that the book was penned, raised an army for the god Pelor, and fought off a denizen of demons in an undisclosed location, where he perished, but was able to close one such rift that have been talked about before in the past, to the world, the plane of the abyss.
Okay. I missed just what you said just before, like something about Paylor. Like, what was that just before that?
He rose an army of Pelor.
Yeah, he rose an army for Pelor and fought against the hordes of demons.
Okay.
All right.
The fun stuff.
So I'll tell that to everyone who's with me.
Oh, sweet
I figured.
Pelor.
Pelor's always fun.
I'm in the number 5 section, thinking it's S.
Yeah.
These old fives, like, they look like S's. Common mistake.
Yep.
He's actually in an old-timey F.
No. That would be on the opposite side of the library. I think that's everything you're going to get at this point, unless you want to look for anything else.
What time would
no,
it be
I think
by
that's it.
now?
I'd say probably around like 10:30.
In the
Morning.
Morning, obviously. Otherwise, we've missed a class by super prudy professor.
Good with that.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna go.
I was going to class anyway, so.
Okay.
I was
So,
gonna see-
back to
oh.
Knowledge group. You guys find nothing. So, back to Dosriel's group.
I mean, we knew we weren't gonna find anything with those rolls. Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
that was kind of an unnecessary shift.
Yeah, I know. I'm just doing it to insult you.
I come back with a book. Hey, so there's like this thing called Five Guys, and they have amazing food. Nothing about the Lord of Steel, though.
I love having 5 guys in my mouth.
Hey.
Yep.
The good
Yep.
stuff.
Those
The
were
good
words.
Mm-hmm.
The good stuff.
At that point, I guess.
No wonder why you have such a big mouth.
So,
Hey.
I'm gonna assume, unless you guys want to keep looking for something, I don't know if you do or not.
No, there's nothing.
We're gonna
else.
zoom forward to the class.
Lego.
I wanted to see if they had anything on phoenixes. Just
Ooh.
Okay. So you look in the P section. It doesn't mention like the bird, the phoenix. There are a couple like the Phoenix King or the Phoenix Band or whatever or something like that.
Wait, is the Phoenix King some brutal warlord that tries to raise
Nope.
an army to scorch the earth and rebirth it in fire?
No.
Oh. Is it a bird with a crown?
Wait,
No.
is the Venus King Ozai?
I just made that reference.
that was the
Just made
reference he
that
was
reference.
making.
But no, it is not. Phoenix King, something else. He basically was just like the king of fire, basically. Like he specialized in researching it. As for like a specific mention of Phoenix, like the Phoenix, it doesn't say anything that catches your eye.
All right, perfect. Away to class we go.
Yay!
Time
So,
to learn
the re-
things.
The rest of you all meet up in front of the auditorium too, outside. You see a few of the mages are rushing in to be super early. You all head in after a few of the mages enter before you.
Nerds.
Yeah, basically. And you can see it is a fairly large auditorium. It could seat about 300 or 400 people. And up on the front, there is a podium in front of an empty stage. And behind that podium stands a small man who leans on a large wooden staff. You assume this is the professor, who looks up at his newcomers and speaks in a waspy voice, not waspy. It seems that we have some newcomers trying to make a good first impression.
And they just waves her quill.
I look straight at Yen.
I'd be sure to take down his exact words into my notebook.
I am taking notes like there's
So
no.
you're totally pulling a Harry Potter and Severus Snape thing?
Well, I'm not doing it to be a dick.
I mean, neither was Harry, but yeah, I know.
But basically, when he says it seems we have some new newcomers trying to make a good impression, I write that down.
So, I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. Miyako stays behind. She does not want to go to the class. So in this case, also one other thing that I'm going to make a note about: no one in his class is a female. There is no females in this room.
Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah, how are us lady folk being stared
about
at?
to
Like,
get
do
there.
we feel like?
Nala, you're indiscernible for being a woman.
Yeah, I know.
However,
You're a dragon.
in particular, he's going to point directly at Kaylin first, and then at Ellie, and say, "Young ladies, please come down here for a moment."
Oh shit.
And he just freaking closes their freaking journal and just walks forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep looking back.
Okay.
Go walk down.
So he's gonna walk out from behind his podium, and he's fairly short. He's about maybe 2'9" ish, so fairly short even for a halfling. He's gonna say in his fairly waspy voice, "I do not usually get many female applicants for my classes, mostly because of the content of this class. But I would recommend that you sit forward in the class so you are not ridiculed by other male attendants. If I might add, the headmaster told me of your arrival before you got here. I know that you're with your group back there, but I suggest that you also have the rest of your group with you up front." He's going to turn to you, Kaylin, real quick and say, "I have a funny feeling that there is going to be a lot more that you learn outside of class than you will in my class. I will not demand notes be taken, but if you deem my information worthy of taking notes, feel free to."
Can I make an insight check to see if he's just being a dick, or if he's trying to give us nice advice?
Sure, go ahead. He's totally being a dick.
I'm just gonna look at him and just be like, I think my lady brain will be able to keep up. I'll sit with my friends. And I'm just gonna walk back. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk back up.
He's gonna, I don't know what you do, Ellie, but he's gonna turn to you and say, "Like I said, I recommend that all of you sit up front. Newcomers aren't very well received in this class."
I do not care what they think of me. If they do not show respect to me, I do not show respect to them. Clear and simple, and I respect you right now, but I will take my seat where it is.
Suffice to say, that's your choice. He's gonna go
I'm
back.
just gonna note, even amongst the city of mages, I don't know how many of them, especially if they're like just learning, would want to mess with the big dragon.
No.
I'm pretty sure, regardless of where I sit, I'm pretty sure anyone sitting around me is just going to keep their eyes on their own paper.
I have a question.
Yes.
The races, different, same.
Halfling.
Are they all
So
just
what you notice, there is a mix of 4 races here. There is halfling, there's human, there's half elf, and there are elves.
Okay.
And every single one of them is male.
Alright.
There are very
So you're
few
fine.
females.
You're fine.
Oh no, I wasn't worried about that. I just wanted to see if it was all just one race of people.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, I'm going to start the quote-unquote class, but I'm just going to say this now. I'm not actually going to go into like a whole lecture scenario where like you guys are going to be sitting here for an hour listening to me talking about weird magic. But the gist of the class is basically he teaches about temporal anomalies. More specifically, he talks about rifts in time and space, and how magic can influence and change the very fabric of reality. And it is a very lengthy speech, and he glosses over some of the more detailed sections of his speech. And a couple times he actually looks directly at your group and says, for those of you who are new to this class, I'll try to be brief for some sections. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But try not to interrupt too much.
Okay, my headset cut out. I didn't
this
actually
group-
catch anything past. I'll try to be brief and ask any questions.
He's being condescending.
He's being a condescending asshole.
Yeah.
Has this group time traveled yet? I forget.
No.
Have we?
No, we have not. The only one among us that would have been of the time travel group was Icarus.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
else,
didn't think we had, but I couldn't remember.
everyone else came after that, so we actually don't know anything about it.
So at the end of the lecture, or near the end of the lecture, I should say, he's going to start performing a small incantation and say, now this is fairly advanced magic, so I don't assume many of you would be able to master this incantation immediately, but I'll have you write down, and he starts saying something in a weird language. Some of you recognize it as abyssal, and his hand starts forming like these weird black tendrils, and they start twining around each other, and as he pulls them tight, you can see in the center there's a black bead of energy that expands and says, now technically opening a rift to other planes is heavily outlawed, but for educational purposes only, we'll be opening small rifts here in this class. And after a couple moments, you see in the middle of the actual ball itself, you can see a large, or well, in this case, in the bead itself, it looks large, tentacled monster that has many eyes all over its main body. It almost looks like an octopus with thousands of eyes, and many, many more arms than 8.
Can I try to identify it?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, can I attempt it as well?
Sure.
I'm
Fuck,
drawing.
what is
Yeah,
my
no,
roll?
you have
Oh, is it a
no
nature
fucking
check?
clue what that is. No, it's not a nature check.
Oh, I wrote the wrong thing.
No, that is just your higher roll. So it would be nature for you, but it would be arcana for others.
Ah.
What about-
Let's see. I want to see which
It
one.
is not
It does
a
not
religion
matter which
check.
one it is, so I'll just roll Arcana. Okay, actually.
Okay, I'll get that.
Are you-
I'll get to that in a second.
Fucking Azor.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, well that's a natural 20, so you're definitely gonna get something.
I mean,
I'm just
No,
gonna
that's
drag.
okay.
I'm just gonna. No, it's
Oh no, Azor.
no,
What
fuck
the
it. I'm just gonna
fuck?
say it out loud. So,
Azor can apparently see this in his dreams.
Azor, you're not trained in Arcana, right?
No.
Okay. So you don't know the name, but you do know that this is heavily related to another monstrosity known as a kraken. But
Ooh.
this seems to be a much smaller version, and also a much more tentacle-heavy one. As Yen, you are trained in Arcana, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you do know what this is called. This is called an abhorrent octopus. It is technically an octopus, but it is a very, very old type of creature. It is much like a kraken, or not octopus. I'm an idiot. Squid, abhorrent squid.
Ellie has the urge to murder it, and seeing this, that's it.
Yep. Much like the kraken, it has a lot of tentacles. It has a large beak, and it is a pearly black color. And it is by far one of the deadliest things that could roam the oceans, along with the kraken. It's a good thing that you're seeing it through a bead of energy, because if it was actually in the room, you'd all be making wisdom saves.
So did I get any of that or no?
Yes and no. You got the fact that it is a very dangerous creature that is related to the kraken.
Right. Okay, cool.
Okay. Azor. By the way, that'd be a fail.
No,
Wait,
you-
is he within 10 feet of me?
Who?
Azor.
Oh, yeah. It would be.
That'd be a 24 total.
Yeah, that's fast. Cool.
I just want to roll to see what it is. And again.
So after the
moving on.
after the little beat of energy goes
nope.
away,
Mm-hmm.
he ends his lecture. You see a lot of the other students in the class are still taking avid notes, or like, wow, this is a really good class, blah 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 blah, and you know, a couple of them like look back at Ellie and Kaylin and say, well, actually, only one of them says anything, but a lot of them are like sneering and going like, yeah, there's no way they caught up with that.
Friggin' Ellie just pulls up and just floats an ice knife in her hand.
But one of them looks behind and says, that
would
wasn't too
explode.
hard for you. You were able to catch up with everything?
Yes. Especially that thing is an abhorrent. I have a friggin' natural affinity of wanting to kill that.
I don't know if you actually... Were you
No, I don't
getting
think-
any information? No, you weren't. Okay.
No, you weren't.
No,
No,
he
no,
he only
you actually
got.
wouldn't know it's abhorrent.
They're against friggin' nature itself, so
I would have told Ellie after seeing it that I know it's related to the Kraken and very dangerous.
Cool. So at the end of class, the professor walks down from his podium and points to your group and says, follow me into my office. We'll have a private discussion there. And he goes off to the side of the auditorium where there's a door, and he holds it open for the rest of you.
and it just enters.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't even realize people left. I'm still just drawing daggers.
Cool.
I would pull him in.
What?
Fun.
Is it over?
Completely messing up his current drawing, by the way.
No! No! Wait. Okay, wait. For that, we do... Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, that's a no.
That's a terrible third
You
dagger.
you tore the paper in half.
You basically drew a stick figure that actually just like looks like a squiggle, and it also cuts the paper several times. Nice job.
She yanked.
Well, you definitely did something acrobatic.
I'm playing hacky sack.
Cool.
Oh, I totally play hacky sack.
Excuse me. Okay, so you guys go into his office.
Yeah.
He sits down on his chair behind his desk, which this is a fairly, I wouldn't say pristine, but almost like it's like not abhorrent. It's extraordinarily normal. There isn't a lot of books. There isn't a lot of magical devices. It just seems to be a desk with some functional shelving, some books that seem to be on whatever he's discussing in his lectures, and there are some vials with some liquids and, the usual weird stuff in this kind of classroom. He says, I heard that all of you were looking for me. What do I owe the pleasure?
Well, we've been tasked by certain individuals out in Unity to seek your aid in a...
What does the Iron Chancellor want this time?
A vortex south of Unity has appeared, and it's tremendously big. As in, an army can walk through it type of big.
This was the vortex in the Strait of Ol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said.
Okay. So, because for a second I'm like, wait a second, what do you mean an army could walk through it? Don't you mean a fleet? Anyways.
Yeah. No, you said army last time. That's what.
Well, I totally didn't mean to say an army. I totally would have meant to say fleet. Anyways, he says, the straits again. All right. So, here's the deal. He's asked me several times before to handle this. Last time he had me try and handle it, the vortex nearly ate my ship. I'll do it on one condition. He never asks me anything ever again. And I also get a pardon.
I put my pen up. There's a vortex?
What?
Lol.
It's like, and he just face bombs us. You were there for.
You were there.
Yeah, but Doswell would not have. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah, he's not even going to pay attention to you at this point, just say. So, where's my payment?
Oh, boy.
You just pay you?
He did tell you that I expect payment, right?
He did?
No, he was an asshole about it.
Insight check?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd be making an insight check on this as well.
I already think he's an asshole.
Yeah, I think he wants to. I think he should be paid. Yeah.
Okay, so Dosriel, you know for a fact this guy is totally telling you the truth and that you totally owe him money. Nala, you get the sense that something about him, you owing him money sounds suspicious, but you don't know why. Kaylin, I'll bring you into Whispers because I won't whisper this.
She just knows this guy's an asshole.
To be fair, she's been dealing with this guy being an asshole all day.
We've been here an entire day?
Well, all class anyway.
Oh, the insight is wisdom. I could roll that again.
Not really. You just add the different number.
No, I have advantage on wisdom checks every day.
I just want to. It's too late, but I just want to see what I would roll. Okay.
I like how even people who have advantage have rolled lower than me on this.
I only have a +1 to insight to my wisdom, so.
I mean, I only have a +1 to my wisdom. I just get proficiency in the skill.
Yeah. Plus you rolled a 17.
I know. You rolled a 15 though. That's not very far off. If you had proficiency.
I keep forgetting that I have advantage on freaking wisdom
We're
checks.
back, by the way.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
So I'm just gonna cut him off.
Perhaps.
What?
Just be like, cut the shit, dude. We
Hey.
came here for your help and to talk to you about stuff, not to be talked down like children.
He's gonna look a little taken aback by this, looking up at you, Kaylin, and say, My. So not all of you are beyond reasoning with.
I'll have you know, we're reasonable, all right? We do things with reasons.
And he's gonna just freaking push him slightly back. Is like, please be quiet.
So he's gonna completely ignore Dazriel and look up at you, Kaylin, and say, the second you step in my room, I had a sense that you would be better than the others.
She's wise as fuck.
Yeah, she is. You catch me as someone who understands things that others don't.
I
As
think
much
he
as
means us.
Nope, he is talking directly to Kaylin and is ignoring everyone else at this point. I'll do the job. I agreed to do this before. I know what I'm doing. But I want to help you. You interest me.
Oh shit.
Insight check to see if he's being a creepy motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just.
I don't know.
You don't know shit. Kaylin, did you want to do an insight check?
Yep.
All of this.
Nice.
Well, that's the wrong person.
Wait, did that go through or did it not end up on?
No,
It did not go through.
I only got a natural 20.
I got pretty good too.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it out loud. Ellie, you can hear from just the tone in his voice that he took interest because she called him out on his bullshit. So now he's basically trying to cover up his tracks. And Kaylin, you also noticed that the entire time before saying anything to you, he wouldn't look at you. So you get the sense that he's probably pulling this out of his ass.
Yeah, I'm just glaring at him.
And he just goes, "You're as bad as the freaking court in Unity."
I tap my pen to my chin. You don't happen to know anything about Seekers, do you?
The second you say that, he's gonna turn on you immediately and say, "What do you mean, Seekers? Who told you that word?"
Mulgra.
There was a phoenix. Yeah.
I'm just gonna scream out.
And then I look at Yen.
Yeah, like Mulgra.
So
His dad.
he's going to immediately shut up and say, "Look, I agreed to do the job. I didn't agree to hear about this nonsense about Seekers. I have matters to attend to. I have classes that I need to finish today. We'll talk about the job later on. Leave me to my business. Leave." And he goes back to his desk and
Come on,
goes back to
man.
writing back.
Is there a door to his office?
There is.
I'm gonna slam it as we leave.
Awesome. So real quick, Kaylin, I'm gonna bring you into Whispers again.
Secrets.
Yep. Yay,
You
Secrets.
get yanked into secrets all the time.
Yep.
I don't like this guy.
Yeah. He knows something about Seekers.
Man,
He's
being a
afraid.
prick about it. Oh, hey Steve, there's an image you probably like that I just posted in general.
Okay. This looks like Evil Zenyatta.
It is.
It's Cthulhu Zenyatta.
They made a costume for him that's exactly that.
Cool.
And I fucking want it, mostly because that's awesome.
I'd say I want it if I actually played the game. And if when I don't play the game, I actually played Zenyatta, which I rarely do.
Yeah.
I mostly play
Unless you do the
Reinhardt.
random.
I mostly do Reinhardt, Orisa, or one of the others. Junkrat. I played a bit of Junkrat.
Frankenstein.
Junkenstein.
Yeah. I'm saying what he's freaking based off of.
I know.
But still, I play freaking Zenyatta.
I played him a couple times, but his stuff is weird.
It's all about buffing and debuffing people. Well, healing and debuffing.
Yeah, it's basically, stick near this guy. When I played Zenyatta, I literally found the biggest, tankiest guy and just kept an Orb of Harmony on him and kept moving my Orb of Discord around.
Yep. Best way to murder people.
Barely did anything to actually attack anyone.
You're actually really good at damage.
Zenyatta is,
Yeah.
it's just that I didn't really care to do a whole lot of damage. I was focusing mostly on the buff and debuff.
One of the better sky killers too.
The only time I actually focused on attempting to do damage was when I entered into invulnerability mode.
You can't do damage while you're in that.
Oh yeah, that's right. He just sits there and heals everyone.
And moves. You move in. Well,
I move fast too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm in front of everyone. Look at me. I'm glowing.
Well, you heal people and you're invulnerable, so you might as well just take a few shots for people.
I try to take all the shots for people. One time I actually blocked Farah barrage with that. It was hilarious.
That is the best.
We are back.
Okay.
So you guys walk off, do your own thing. I don't know what else you would like to do for the day. But,
I'm probably gonna try to screw with the students by turning into a giant bear, just in front of them.
Cool, dude. They some of them are phased, some of them aren't phased. Otherwise, it looks pretty cool.
Azor is bored AF.
Cool.
Nick, you know what we have to do?
There's really no fighting rings here.
What?
We have to go and do the bear rider into the library.
Yes. Oh, God,
I don't know why that's funny.
You see a dragon right on top of a bear into the library.
I mean, sure.
There's a reason to go to the library. Let's see, what would I want to research in it? Actually, the Hall of Incantation is probably where I'd want to go. I want to look up and see if I can't gleam anything on Abyssal.
Okie dokes.
I'm
Make an
gonna try.
investigation check.
I'm gonna try to find something about trying to learn one of the language slots that I haven't filled up yet.
What little you do find is in quote-unquote restricted sections, abyssal magic or quote-unquote demonic magic.
The language of Abyssal.
Oh, the language of abyssal. Okay. So specifically, things in abyssal are usually about abyssal magics, and those are restricted. Not many are allowed to actually research that. However, the ones that are just written in abyssal that detail other things are usually authored by some kind of demon entity or some other kind of powerful entity. Why? I don't know why you're performing, but we'll get to that in a second.
I'm drawing my daggers again.
Okay.
He's just graffiti on the side of the building now.
What exactly are you looking for?
I'm trying to study the language of Abyssal itself because I kind of want to learn it.
Okay, so you're gonna try and learn Abyssal, even though you have no idea what you're doing whatsoever.
Well, I mean, I know a similar language I know a language that uses a similar script. Like I know Infernal.
So here's the thing. Though they are similar by script, they are different in pronunciation,
Right.
and in context.
My point is that I know that basically I have the assumption that I would know of Abyssal.
Like the word for chaos in Infernal is abyss, or someone close to that, and the word for order in Abyssal is infernal. Basically.
Okay.
Because they're opposites.
Right.
Basically.
I get it. No, it's just I was wondering if I could.
So you do find books in Abyssal.
Okay.
I'm gonna say make a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
Did we all go to the library?
So
okay.
what little you do glean from your knowledge of Infernal, Abyssal is a hard language, dude. Even the scholars that have been studying it, it took them years to learn the language. And what you learn in one night is the equivalent of like learning how to fart.
Cool.
I'm gonna be really smug about him trying to learn Abyssal. Because I already know Abyssal.
Yep.
Cool. I'll be really smug about any time you attempt to learn Infernal.
Go for it. Are we all in the library?
I don't know. Are you?
Anyone who wanted to go to the library.
Okay, yeah, I go, and then I'm just gonna kind of skim and look for anything mentioning like the mountains near Denria, because I think that's where the last seeker I know about, like remote mountains near there, right?
Sure.
Okay. Is that an investigation?
Yes.
I'll help her with that.
I'm gonna use my
At advantage?
Yeah.
sending stone to communicate with the ship.
Okay.
Ask them for a progress report. Tell them we made it to the other.
Nope.
We made it to the island. How's everything on the ship?
I'll get to you in a second, Dosriel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go through the other investigation stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm
So-
last. But...
Kaylin, what you do know about I had just completely had a brain fart. I forgot what you're looking for. I'm stupid. Mountains. Okay.
Seeker.
So what you do know about the mountains to the south, it was an uninhabited mountain range. People only went there either for either resources or maybe there was some kind of legendary treasure or whatever, maybe long, long ago, but there aren't many stories about them. What you do find, though, with Azor's help, you find a book detailing a specific mountain in that area that seems to be a location of a very old circle of mages that eventually migrated to Aldur along with others. And this circle in particular coveted a very ancient artifact that supposedly was sealed away near the core of the planet, basically. This is all rumor. It's not known if this is actually true or not, or if these mages ever actually existed. The mountain is not named. It's known as the Tall Peak, basically. So you assume it's the tallest mountain in that mountain range. But other than that, you don't really find much.
That's good. She's pleased though. There are more things to research.
Yeah, dude.
More points.
I actually do have something else I want to look up. Not that I think I'll find anything on it, but I want to look at anything about the Farwalkers.
Okay. So, what you know, or what you would know, the Farwalkers are technically a cult. Technically. That were around like the same time the cult of Dagon was around. But they did not fight against like good people. They were not on the side of evil. They were neutral. And they worshipped a specific cult, or not a specific cult. They were a cult that worshipped a specific god of dragons. And it's debatable about whether or not it was the neutral god of dragons or the chaotic evil god of dragons. It's not really well known. But the Farwalkers left Amdire a long time ago. They said that they did not want to continue trifling with the other races that lived on this continent and believed they were above them.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So yeah, you find that out. Dazriel, I'll get to you now. So the reply that you get is a fairly short one. It says, no news. The storm a couple times we were worried about a storm. Seems to bypass us though. As for like the health of the crew, everyone seems fit and fine. Supplies are holding just fine. They've actually started quote unquote rebuilding the other island, and have actually started to make like a small I wouldn't say like a guild, but like an inn or something like that, so they can just put supplies there, so they don't have to stay on the ship all the time because there's just a bunch of hammocks. So yay!
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
The Skyforge
No,
Guild's first outpost, an uninhabited island.
Almost a private island.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. With enough work, we could turn that place into like a private resort for the elite members. I.e. us.
I mean, you totally could. It's also you're also talking about like transporting the resources to do so.
Oh yeah, I know. But let's put it this way: there's no way in hell Nala would ever allow that, unless we dealt with at least the part of the cult of Dagon that we know is out there about to do something horrible. We're a long way from actually dealing with that.
So, anything else that you guys want to do?
I was about to read up on.
You go first.
Anyone wanted to read up on elementals and stuff like that, since everyone else was already searching what she was actually going to check. I still have that one language slot that I can use, but...
Ew, dog food.
Anyway, what to research of elementals, though? She's probably going to see what research she can get from the different planes. Since
hey,
she
dude.
is... let me see. Investigation, right?
Yeah, dude.
God damn, my rolls are terrible.
Nope. If I know.
Wow. So, I've got questions for you, Joe.
Yes.
So, Amadire, that's like the entirety of the world, right? Or is that just this continent?
You don't know. You've never left Amadire. Also,
okay.
You know for a fact that Miyako has told you it's not.
Well, no, that's why I was asking, like, Amadire as in, is that the name of the continent, or is that your name for the world?
That is the name of the continent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But is it like Middle Earth, where it's just like basically the whole world?
So here's the weird thing. Even Middle Earth isn't the entirety of Middle Earth.
Yep.
No.
It's called Middle Earth because it's the
In the
middle of the Earth. There's actually a lot more to the east that they never show. There's a lot more to the north. There's a ton more to the west that was flooded long ago in the First Age. And there is another entire continent that Gandalf talks about in the third movie. That's where all the elves go when they leave. It's also where God lives.
He said, fuck this, I'm going to cross the ocean.
Well, no, actually, he went to another dimension, but yeah.
Still, fuck this. I'm out.
It's
So
like,
the
"Peace
far
out."
we know that the Farwalkers left Amadire.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, yeah. Wait. Who here knows primordial? Primordial.
I do, and so does Miyako.
Yeah, Eddie might want to learn that, mostly because plane shifting and that stuff probably later on.
So I got a question for you guys, and this is
Yeah.
just a general question, and it just popped in my head because I just had something. Does anyone here like pina coladas?
No.
Yeah.
I like
I'm,
getting caught in the rain.
IRL or
IRL. I'm eating Harry Potter's Bertie Bott's every flavored beans, and I just had a pina colada one.
Awesome.
You gotta get the pina colada Slurpees from 7-Eleven and then just like put coconut rum in there.
But like,
For
To
poor
me,
man. For like
what-
poor man's.
I was gonna say like, but to me, pina colada tastes like ass. So yeah,
So maybe don't do that then.
yeah, I'm not. I'm not taking your advice. You're fine.
I got the weirdest food advice earlier today. I was at
Also-
Uno's and I ordered their rattlesnake pasta, and this guy's like, "Oh, if you really like spicy things, order this with bacon. Take all the jalapenos out and get buffalo sauce to mix in with the Alfredo." I'm like, "Ugh, sounds terrible." Buffalo sauce and Alfredo just does not sound like two things that should mix.
Also, I got 3 soap flavors.
Awesome.
Cause fuck me.
I hope
Wash
you
my
love you
mouth
some
out.
soap. I'll probably be writing you a PM, Joe,
That's fine. Go ahead.
because I'm going to be using the sending stone.
Cool.
I wanted to do the same, but it's not like, I just wanted to ask Mulgrew if he knew about the prismatic mage.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to you guys in a moment. Trying to figure out what flavor this is. I think it's dirt.
Kaylin's just gonna stay in the library until like 8 or 8:30. I forget what you said.
I would try to sneak out and see if I could find anybody about weapons, like a shopkeep or something.
I'm just gonna say this straight up right now. They're gonna laugh at you.
Rude.
Hey, you should see if there's an enchanter in this city.
I'll give you a hint. Yes.
Do they have books and language on
The
Celestial?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to learn Celestial.
Okay. Make a general intelligence check.
Okay. Hey, decent.
Okay. So this I'm just gonna say this now. This is gonna be one of the last rolls that I'm gonna allow because
Okay.
there's other stuff that I need to talk to Kaylin about.
Okay.
As for your intelligence check, I'll say, with the help of other individuals that have studied Celestial, it's not a terribly hard language to learn. You just have to be able to quote unquote sing. It's one of those languages where like all the inflection of the wording and all that kind of stuff is done in a sing-song angel voice kind of way, which is actually called falsetto.
Well, gladly said that's
So-
what her performance is.
Yeah. Basically, every time you speak Celestial, you have to make a performance check. That's unless you master the language. Anyways, as for like what you learn, you're able to get like the very basic of verbing and stuff like that, like to do or to be or whatever, like that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Okay. So basic grips of Celestial.
Yep, you've started the very, 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 very basic start.
So I just. That's all.
Okay, so off to Kaylin.
Wait.
I'm actually gonna bring Yen.
Oh,
I was
You're
gonna
gonna bring
say, wait, as part of my asking for weapons thing, if they laugh, can I ask to be pointed in the direction of like maybe somebody that can enchant items or knows about enchanted items?
Yeah.
We'll do that after Caitlin or whatever.
Yeah, that I'm gonna have to ask you to make a investigation check to find if anyone knows. But you should be fine.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, he's fine. So who is going?
So I'm
With
gonna
Caitlin?
ask Yen. I'm gonna ask Yen to come with me, and when Azor wants to come, I'm not gonna turn him away. I'm gonna let him come.
I was gonna go with Dosriel.
Oh, okay.
Get wrecked.
I might actually go with Dosriel
Sure.
as well.
I would nobody would have went with me because I snuck out with 25.
No.
Well
Unless-
then,
Yeah, he was stealthy.
Okay.
sure.
Never mind then. I'll be just in my room.
Eddie's just freaking studying.
I'll go with Kaylin then.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring both of you into Whispers.
Sweet.
Knowledge just sees Ellie just studying and that stuff, just using her old accent again, and she's just like ignoring everybody around her, unless she asking somebody for a specific thing. Oh man. Hey, need something to freaking counteract that freaking inferno in language.
Yeah, sure.
I'm so happy I have tomorrow off.
Me too.
Yeah.
I probably should have just said fuck you and inferno to that freaking student.
I mean, I was literally gonna backhand him into the wall, but I thought better of it.
Yeah. I got some soda.
So I may have missed this, but what are they actually doing? Or we don't know.
Portal guy,
Oh, right.
I think.
I'm back.
Welcome
Where's
back.
Coke?
Oh yeah, I'm not adding my proficiency to that. And it's annoying. Wait. Is it plus? Oh, yeah, +2. Wait, what? Oh, right. Never mind. Duh. Ha 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 ha.
Party in Inferno.
Oh. Do OOC, then it does actually.
Put the parentheses in the language.
Well, no, it. Well, yes, actually. Um, but if you actually switch over from chat to OOC, it'll actually put it out as just green text.
Huh. No? Oh, you mean /OOC.
No, if you hold down Alt, you'll see the chat bar becomes OOC. So if you hold down Alt when you hit Enter on the message, it'll come up in green text.
Ah. I was hoping that fuck was
7.
Rose as well.
Nope.
Let's get these terrible rows out of the way.
Wow, yeah, 2 nat 20s in that. And 2
nat
nat 1s.
But look at the amount of freaking low numbers there is. Holy fuck.
There we go. Only a single nat 20 in all of that?
You
Quite a
have
few
1,
fails.
2, 3, 4, 5 nat 1. Wait,
Good, got rid of all of them.
No, there's 5. Yeah.
I got some higher rolls, but that was mostly low.
Good, got rid of a lot of them.
And one more for good measure.
There, I got a few more freaking nat 1s out of the way.
Okay, I'm good.
Get those low rows out of here. There's a random luck generator that's operated each day.
The fuck?
What?
I rolled 2 4s in a row on a D4.
Two twos and three threes? I can't believe I got an even.
Damn, only 3 4s on that. I got 1 1, 3 2s, 2 3s.
Ah, there goes all those ones. There's so many ones I'm getting.
I got 3 1s, 3 3s, and 3 4s. I want to point that out.
3 ones.
3 1s, 3 3s, and 3 4s. No, 4 4s.
4 fours, yeah. 3 3 4.
Oh shit, she definitely got that roll.
History of everything.
Level 18 is going to be absolutely amazing. Because all of my aura skills go from 10 feet to 30 feet. I only think I get the 2 though. The Aura of Protection from the main Paladin and Aura of Conquest. Which means any enemies that are within 10 feet of me after we level up will be at disadvantage to save from being frightened. That'll be fun.
clubs, daggers, darts, javelin, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings, and spears. This is what I could just beat the shit out of people with.
Yeah, I'd give you the mace I made you, but it's too heavy for you to use.
Too heavy for most people to use. It's like,
No, any fighter that specs into strength would be able to use it.
like an 18.
No, it requires a 16.
Didn't you fuck up a
My
different time?
cleaver requires an 18. Because it's bigger and heavier. And uses a lot more purdon. So I found out in that one shot that the other Steve ran a couple weeks ago. Apparently, me being a rogue fucked up his plans greatly.
Ha!
You want to know why? I was the only rogue in the party, and that meant that the enemy party of mostly rogues could not communicate through Thieves' Cant.
Wow.
Yeah. Because if they tried and I was paying attention, I'd see it and know exactly what they were doing and could communicate that.
Funny enough, Dazriel's actually not too stupid.
Hmm.
What's your intelligence, Ellie?
Her intelligence is 15.
Nala?
12.
Huh. 17.
Huh.
Yeah, I expect to be a melee fighter with charisma spellcasting.
Oh, so you're socially inept, not
Well,
intelligently inept.
that's what you think, though. There are some that are too smart for
They're
their own
back.
Get Swifty.
Awesome.
Depends on what type of smart you are, as a question.
You'll
Anyway.
never know.
Yeah. At least naturally smart. You are more of the... Actually, you're
Positional.
sailing.
He's more of a street smart.
Word.
Yeah.
So
Street smart and sailing. Don't forget sailing.
I will answer your question, Steve, later on.
I figured.
Also, I will be answering your thing. Actually, because you were asking about a belt.
No.
No,
Nope.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It changes,
It doesn't
actually.
matter. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. We'll talk about that later, like maybe off session.
Yeah.
Because right now I am very hungry. I have not eaten all day. So, actually, I have eaten, but it was a very small meal. So unless we want to take a break here and maybe come back in maybe half an hour to an hour, I don't know if you can stay that long, Steve. It's up to you.
I don't have anything going on tomorrow, so I could.
Okay.
Yay.
So break.
Yeah,
Break.
break for food because I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
All right,
Cool.
I'm gonna play some more Divinity, so just ping me or something when everybody's
Yeah.
ready.
Okay. I'm
gonna
gonna deafen
do some-
myself so I can eat.
I'm gonna see about food myself.
I've got chips.
Yeah, I'll probably do food too.
Yeah, just ping us when we're ready.
I don't know what was from. About.